Energy is everything. Having high levels of energy will allow you to do more. It will allow you to give more. It will allow you to spend more quality and heartfelt time with those who you care about. It'll allow you to get more quality things done in your business or your career, whatever it may be. And in this video, I'm going to give you 3 steps to create more energy throughout your day. So let's get right to it. You're watching this video right now because you want to have more energy in your day. You want more energy for your family, for your life professionally, and for everything that you want to do in your downtime so that you can truly enjoy the life that you live. And to start this off, it's really important to preface the 3 things that I want to give you by saying we are energy. We as human beings, if you took us and you took the world's most powerful microscope and you put us on a table and you zoomed all the way in with that microscope, you would notice all the molecules and all the little things there are moving on the quantum level. Every cell in our body is constantly vibrating at such a rapid pace that when you're looking at something from afar, it looks like a solid object. But if you really zoom in on those things and those objects and those people, you would notice that everything is moving. Everything is vibrating at a specific frequency, and those frequencies are energy. And you might be thinking, Brandon, why does this matter? Brandon, this sounds crazy. Why are you telling us this? Well, I'm telling you this because if you can align yourself with a different vibrational frequency, if you can raise your frequency by feeding your body and by feeding your mind in a specific way, you will notice an abundance of energy come to you in your life. And the first actual strategy to create more energy during your days is to know exactly what it is you're going after. Know exactly what you're working towards. And let me explain. When you're feeling most tired, when you're feeling very drained during your days, when you find yourself sitting on the couch, not wanting to do anything, maybe even procrastinating on something that you have to do, what's the reason for that? Is it because you like stressing yourself out by not getting to the things that you know you should do? Or is it more so because you don't necessarily have a clear direction in your life? You don't know what that thing that you have to do is leading you towards. You don't know if it's worth it. And because you don't have that direction, you don't have any energy inside of your body in order to chase after that thing that you want, that direction that you want to head in. And a great way to combat this is to take a piece of paper, take a journal, and literally write down everything that it is that you want in your life, everything that you're working towards. And if you want to do this in a very powerful way, you could even script out how you want your life to look in 5 years from now. Because then, when you're finding yourself drained, you're going to think back to that direction that you want to head in. When you find yourself lacking energy, you're going to remember, hey, maybe there is something that I can be doing right now. And you're going to get up off the couch and you're going to go after that thing that you are so absolutely passionate about. But it's one thing to know what you want. It's another thing to know why you want that reality in the future. Why is it so important to you? What about that direction you want to head in is so compelling? Because when your why is strong enough, you can figure out almost anyhow. When I meet people who are lacking in energy, it's usually because of 2 different things. They either have no idea what it is they want in their life. They have no plan, they have no direction. Or they are doing so many things, they're so busy, but the problem is they're not busy doing the right things. They'll get a ton of stuff done in their day. They'll work 12 hours at their job, and then they'll get home and they'll work 4 more hours on their business, and they're thinking to themselves, I am not getting anywhere. I'm drained, I'm lacking, no income is coming in. And it's not because they're not doing something. It's quite the opposite. They're doing a lot. But the problem is they're not doing the things that will actually move the needle in their business. They're doing too many of the wrong things. My advice is to simply focus on the activities that will actually move the needle for you. Focus on the right things. Rather than going in this direction and that direction and that direction and everywhere, focus on the one direction that will bring you closer to the reality that you just scripted for yourself in your journal or on that piece of paper. Being busy doesn't necessarily mean you're getting more done. It can actually steal more of your energy throughout the day versus knowing what you want and taking intentional steps towards achieving it. On this YouTube channel, we upload videos every single week all about goals, all about creating them, setting goals, how to achieve them, making progress towards them. And if you want to see those videos, be sure to hit the subscribe button here and hit the bell. That way you see all the new uploads we post every single week. And I'm gonna give you the second strategy that you can use to create more energy throughout your days. But first, let me ask you this question. How much water are you drinking every day? Let me ask you this now. How much water have you drank today? You might be saying, well, Brandon, I haven't really drank any water. I've drank like a glass when I got up, but now it's like noon and I still haven't drank any more. Well, your body might be running on empty. And I meet so many people who say to me, you know, I don't drink a ton of water, but I drink a lot of coffee and I get my water from my coffee. Yes, there is water in coffee, but it's not hydrating your body the way that your body needs to be hydrated. Especially if you're not eating a lot of green vegetables, your body is significantly dehydrated. And if your body doesn't have water, it's not going to be able to take that water and use it as fuel to create energy for yourself. Now, I'm not saying you've got to drink like 2 gallons a day, but let me tell you what really changed my life. Last year in 2019, so almost a couple years ago now, I took a challenge called the 75 Hard Challenge. It's by a guy named Andy Frisella. And this challenge was strenuous. It was a lot, and I'm not going to go into the challenge, but one of the things that you had to do every single day was to drink a gallon of water. And I did that for 75 days straight. And there was a few things in that challenge that I continued to do after the 75 days was over, and drinking a gallon of water was one of those things. Because when I kept my body hydrated, it was absolutely incredible. I felt good. As soon as I woke up in the morning, I drank like this much water. If you were looking at like a glass, it's like over 16 ounces, 20 ounces of water, and it fueled me to begin the day. Because after you drink enough water that your body needs, if you stop drinking that same amount, your body will tell you that it wants that level of water back. Your body might just be used to the low levels of water that you've been drinking. And listen, I know that it's not the most convenient thing to drink a gallon of water every single day. And you might not even need a gallon, depending on your body weight and your height. You might need, if this was a gallon, you might need this much, right? And that's perfectly fine. But the objective is to get at least that much water into your body so that your body can properly expose of waste, so that your body can operate the way that it was intended to. So the number one thing I did in order to drink enough water was I had to make it convenient for myself, because it was difficult to find little bottles of water that I could drink. I think you have to drink 8 bottles of water to get to a gallon, and that's just inconvenient. So I had to find a way to make it convenient, and let me show you what I got. During that challenge, I went on Amazon and I bought one of these gallons of water. It's a jug of water, and this one's like blacked out. And the cool thing about these jugs is it makes it convenient to get the amount of water in that you need to get in, because you can literally just bring this with you. It's got this little strap that I carry it with. I bring it in the car, I bring it to work, I bring it into this room when I shoot videos for you, because in between the videos I'm taking drinks of this because your throat gets dry. The cool thing about this too, and I didn't always have this, is this specific gallon has a straw that comes up. So you can literally drink your water right out of the straw, and you fill it every single morning. You can get a filter so you can fill it with your sink or however you fill your water bottles currently. But this was a game changer for me, and it's extremely inexpensive. It's like 15 American dollars, maybe a little bit more for one of these. And what I did was I put a link in the description below to this exact water gallon, because I bought several of these now, because it's been my favorite. It's a good size, it has a handle, it has a strap, and it has a straw that you can choose to use if you want to. I will earn a commission by you clicking that link, but let me tell you, I've used this for over 1.5 years, and it is one of my absolute favorite things in order to keep my levels of energy up throughout the day. So click the link below and get your gallon of water so that you can keep your energy levels up. If you ask yourself, what are the two things that determine my levels of energy at any given moment? It's your focus, what you're focused on, which is what we talked about in tip number 1 with creating a direction and creating goals for your life. And the second thing is what you're doing in that moment with your physical body. Think about the times when you're lacking energy. What are you normally doing? Like I mentioned earlier, you're sitting on the couch, you're slumped over, you might be sitting in a chair, you're probably not standing up, jumping around, running, you're probably not doing any kind of physical exercise when you're lacking energy. So the third tip I have for you to create more energy throughout your days is to intentionally put some time away to move your body. Now, I'm not telling you that you need to even go to the gym. Right? Personally, I work out at home for most of my days. I don't go to the gym too often anymore because at home I make it a point to intentionally move my body. And I do it by taking a walk outside. I'll walk a mile. I'll take 3,000 steps. I think that comes out to a mile. Maybe it's a little bit more than a mile. I'll do a quick jog. I'll do some stretches. I'll look up a yoga video on YouTube and I'll do like a 15-minute yoga session. I even have a trampoline, a mini trampoline. It's called a rebounder. It's actually a really high quality rebounder. I'll probably make a video about it in the future. And I jump on the rebounder in the morning because it gets all your organs flowing. It gets everything bouncing, quite literally, which makes remember the vibrations I talked about? It makes your entire body vibrate at a higher frequency. And after I'm done rebounding, I feel extremely good. Intentionally moving your body will do that much more to help bring more energy to your life. And what I'd recommend to you is check out the video up here. It's how to be more productive in your life. And I understand that physical exercise and moving your body is a pretty difficult thing to do because you've got so many other things you have to do throughout your day. But putting in your calendar when you're going to intentionally move your body is worth it for your levels of energy and for your health overall. Now that you have all this newfound energy in your life by using these 3 tips, I want you to click the first link in the description below because I want to give you a free copy of my digital book, Be Extraordinary, Your Guide to Self-Mastery. You'll enter your name and your email and I'll send it right over to you, but this is going to help you to take that energy of yours and apply it to strategies that will help you to reach the goals that you created in strategy number 1. So click that link below, enter your name and your email, and I'll send you over the digital copy of Be Extraordinary. And until we talk again next time, continue to be better.